Right, today our essential question is what is geologic time? Okay, materials for today. If you just, any old ruler will do. If you don't have a ruler, a tape measure works, or anything with inch marks on it. Hopefully you had a good walk outside. The first part of our scale, you're going to walk outside 100 yards. And you could go to a football field, a soccer field, down the sidewalk, make an estimate, make sure it's safe and okay with your parents. Okay, next part, we're going to make a scale. If you remember, we made a scale of the solar system model. Now we're going to make a scale with geologic time. And with a scale, you're going to convert something. So we're going to take the 100 yards we walked outside, and we're going to convert that to inches. And if you have an idea, pause the video, and how would you convert 100 yards into inches to fit on this paper? So pause the video, take a guess. Okay, with the amount of space we have, space is important with scale, we're going to use 5 inches. We're going to convert 100 yards into 5 inches. I'd love to hear, what you came up with. So now we're going to use our ruler. So if you take a ruler, we're going to use inches here. Oops. Okay, fell on the floor. So we're going to go down. We'll line the edge of our ruler up with the red line so it's straight. We're going to mark 0 on one side, 0 inches. Then we're going to go down to 5 and mark 5 inches here. In between that, we're going to draw a line from 0 to 5, and at 1 inch we're going to make a mark, 2 inches we'll make a mark, 3 and 4. So we have 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, and 4. We're also going to mark in between the inches here, we're going to mark the half inches. Do you know where the half inches are? You can pause the video, mark those if you know where they are. Okay, half inches. We're going to have, there's a half inch here. That's that mark in between the inches here. And so, what is this one here? Can you write down what you think these half-inch marks would be in numbers? You can pause the video, try that out. Okay, between 0 and 1, what do we have? Have 0.5 inches. Between 1 and 2, what do you think? It'd be 1.5. 2 and 3, 2.5. 3 and 4, 3.5. 4 and 5, 4.5. Okay, now we're going to work on our scale walk to make it longer. We're going to go down 7. So here's a space right here, one space on the page. We're going to go down 7 spaces. So how do we make a straight line down from here to here? Pause the video, see if you can figure that out. Okay. One little trick you can do is just take the ruler like this. You line up this straight edge here and you make a little triangle where you can draw a line down here. And that will work too. I'll show you another thing. If you're ever in a trade someday or an apprenticeship, you'll probably use a triangle. And this is another cool way. You can get these at any kind of hardware, art store. Another way to make a straight line down. And that way you don't have to measure on the downward side. Or remeasure, I mean. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 spaces down. And then just go along the paper. You can use your ruler, triangle, whatever you need, and draw lines down like this. Actually, let's do a line across the bottom so we know where to stop. So we go from here to here. We can draw a line along this red line on the side, and then you can use it whatever you want to draw lines straight down. Okay, there's our scale. And we're going to label, here's another question for you. Up here we have inches, right? These equal our inches. Down here we have yards. Again, right up here we have inches on one part of our scale. Down here on the bottom we have yards. How would you, if we labeled out 100 yards, here's 0, and here's 100. Let's see, we have 5 inches equals 100 yards. How would you lay these yards out down here? What would this one be? This one, this one, this one, here, 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 here. Okay, we have inch marks, half-inch marks. How would this translate into 100? So pause the video now and write down how you think you'd lay that out. Okay, what did you write for the yards part? We're comparing inches to yards. So for here, if we have 100 yards, we split this up, this would be 10 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards, 50 yards midway, 60 yards, 70 yards, 80 yards, 90, and 100. Okay, good job. We have finished our scale part. I'm going to stop the video. Please take a picture, upload your notes, and then we'll continue with the next part.